Oh, the separation and the atonement, the origins of separation. Hello, I'm Nicole Witt, and I'm your miracle mentor. And today we are reading and discussing A Course in Miracles. And we are starting on chapter 2, the separation and the atonement. And we are looking at section 1, the origins of separation. To extend is a fundamental aspect of God which he gave to his Son. In the creation, God extended himself to his creations and imbued them with the same loving will to create. You have not only been fully created, but have also been created perfect. There is no emptiness in you. If you remember, there's been a couple of videos leading up to this so far through chapter 1 that were about this feeling of emptiness, of being disconnected, of feeling like an empty shell. And he's saying that is actually not possible. We've made that whole scenario up. There is no emptiness in you. Because of your likeness to your Creator, you are creative. No child of God can lose this ability because it is inherent in what he is, but he can use it inappropriately by projecting. Okay, so this is, I believe, the first mention of projecting. Okay. The inappropriate use of extension or projection occurs when you believe that some emptiness or lack exists in you and that you can fill it with your own ideas instead of truth. So when we believe that there's some emptiness or a lack within us, that's when the trouble starts, right? So then we believe there's this emptiness and we need to try to fill it from outside of us. Now there's an outside. Now there's a place to project onto, okay? And we're projecting from this place of believing in emptiness and lack. Okay, so this inappropriate use of extension or projection, this process involves the following steps. First, you believe that what God created can be changed by your own mind. Second, you believe that what is perfect can be rendered imperfect or lacking. Third, you believe that you can distort the creations of God, including yourself. Fourth, you believe that you can create yourself and that the direction of your own creation is up to you. Okay, so he's laying out, these are the things that we believe about ourselves. We believe that we can be changed by our own mind, that we can take what God created and we can change it. That we believe that what he created perfect can now somehow be imperfect or lacking. We believe that we can distort the perfect creations of God, including ourselves. And we believe that we can create ourselves and that the direction of our creation is up to us. Like if I said, like, I'm going to make myself a terrible person and I'm going to act like a terrible person and I'm going to become a terrible person. I'm going to be a terrible person. Not true. Can't happen. Who you are in essence, the goodness, the holiness, the extension of God, we cannot change that of our own, the ego's volition, no matter how much it wants to try. These related distortions represent a picture of what actually occurred in the separation or the detour into fear. None of this existed before the separation, nor does it actually exist now. Everything God created is like him. Extension, as undertaken by God, is similar to the inner radiance that the children of the Father inherit from him. Its real source is internal. The real source is internal inside of us. This is as true of the Son as of the Father. In this sense, the creation includes both the creation of the Son by God and the Son's creations when his mind is healed. This requires God's endowment of the Son with free will, because all loving creation is freely given in one continuous line, in which all aspects are of the same order. Okay. So we have free will because love is free. If you try to put any restraints, then it's not love, because love is freedom. So that's why we have free will. So we have the ability to believe that we've done these things to ourselves. But ultimately, it's just the free will to believe, not to actually make it happen. Okay. The Garden of Eden, or the pre-separation condition, was a state of mind in which nothing was needed. When Adam listened to the lies of the serpent, all he heard was untruth. You do not have to continue to believe what is not true unless you choose to do so. Okay? So the lies of the serpent is this idea of lack, that there could be anything lacking, anything that's needed, anything that is not perfectly. Okay? And it's our choice to continue to believe that lie or not. All that can literally disappear in the twinkling of an eye because it is merely a misperception. What is seen in dreams seems to be very real, just like when we're dreaming at night, right? We have dreams at night and we can swear when we're in them that they're real. Yet the Bible says that a deep sleep fell upon Adam, and nowhere is there reference to his waking up. Okay? So the Bible talks about Adam falling asleep, like right at the very beginning, right? Right at the very beginning. And it never talks about him, it never mentions him waking up because he has not awakened. The world has not yet experienced any comprehensive reawakening or rebirth. Such a rebirth is impossible as long as you continue to project or miscreate. It still remains within you, however, to extend as God extended his spirit to you. In reality, this is your only choice because your free will was given you for your joy in creating the perfect. Okay. In reality, there is only one choice. We will make the choice for God. All fear is ultimately reducible to the basic misperception that you have the ability to usurp the power of God. Again, this idea that we could somehow be more powerful and somehow screw ourselves up. Of course, you neither can nor have been able to do this. Here is the real basis for your escape from fear. The escape is brought about by your acceptance of the atonement, which enables you to realize that your errors never really occurred. Only after the deep sleep fell upon Adam could he experience nightmares. If a light is suddenly turned on while someone is dreaming a fearful dream, he may initially interpret the light itself as part of his dream and be afraid of it. Okay, so like remember, like when you're having a nighttime dream and something happens, in the physical world, oftentimes we incorporate that into our dream, right? The alarm's going off and we're supposed to wake up, but it's just like something else in our dream now, part of the music, we're ignoring it. And what he's talking about is if a light is turned on, we may be able to tell that, see that, have it come in as part of our dream, and we might be afraid of it because it's something new, it's a change. However, when he awakens, the light is correctly perceived as the release from the dream, which is then no longer accorded reality. This release does not depend on illusions. The knowledge that illuminates not only sets you free, but also shows you clearly that you are free. Okay, so again, think about it when you go to bed at night and you have a dream and it's very real and all this stuff is going on, and then you wake up. Let's say you have that alarm in your dream, and all of a sudden you realize, like, oh, that's my actual alarm. I'm supposed to wake up. And you wake up, the dream is not there anymore, right? It's gone. And you think that's exactly the same thing as this is all a dream. And we're made out of our misperceptions. Whatever lies you may believe are of no concern to the miracle, which can heal any of them with equal ease. It makes no distinctions among misperceptions. Its sole concern is to distinguish between truth on the one hand and error on the other. Some miracles may seem to be of greater magnitude than others, but remember the first principle in this course. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. In reality, you are perfectly unaffected by all expressions of lack of love. These can be from yourself and others, from yourself to others, or from others to you. Okay? So you are completely unaffected by all lacks of love. You're unaffected by anything in reality. All the unloving thoughts that I have don't affect who I am. All the unloving actions that somebody takes against me don't really have any effect on me. Like all of that really has no effect in reality. Peace is an attribute in you. It doesn't come from outside, it's in you. You cannot find it outside. In fact, illness is some form of external searching. Health is inner peace. It enables you to and it is peace. Peace enables you to remain unshaken by lack of love from without, and capable, through your acceptance of miracles, of correcting the conditions proceeding from lack of love in others. So the miracle is correcting all of the lack of loves, right? And so when we are in peace, we bring peace to a situation and we realize that we are unaffected by any of lack of love, and we stay in peace, we then produce the conditions for the conditions that made that action of lack of love in somebody else. Sorry. We then bring the light into that. And then it starts to change their mind and they start to see things differently, right? And that is the miracle. So thank you so much. The next video will be the atonement as defense. I love you. Have a great day.